Ontario.
Takes it up and in. Pretty play.
Jahenns Manigat like a bullet.
Manigat for three. Yes. Up and down by Jahenns Manigat.
Here comes Jahenns Manigat.
Now, your handles are not just on the court. You're also a pretty good pianist. Not something that you often say about a basketball player.
Yeah.
Where'd that skill come from?
It came from my mom and dad. They were into extracurricular activities, and when we were young, you know, basketball wasn't necessarily the first thing I tried to do. You know, music and playing instruments is one of the first things that they tried to put me into, and I kind of got a knack for it at an early age. I got 5 pieces that I'm working on at the moment, just on my own. I just didn't want to put the piano away just yet. I feel like it's a skill that's neat to have.
I'd like to thank my family. Obviously, I'm so far away from home. They've done an unbelievable job supporting me. My beautiful mom was able to make it here tonight. Isn't she a pretty girl?
I mean, first of all, you just love the kid. I mean, he's a humble kid, he's a leader. I mean, he works hard, the Canadian grit, you know, is there with him.
He's guarded virtually the other team's best perimeter offensive player every game for the last 3 years. And he's become a prolific three-point shooter.
If he was on a hockey team, he'd be the guy, right, that's gonna line somebody up. He's taking you into the boards, right? Like nothing's being scored in here. He's that guy, he's clearing the front of the net. He would be that kind of guy, and you know, totally selfless, gives himself up for the team. So you always want to see guys like this succeed.
From Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, the Canadian Red Bull, Jahenns Manigat.
You're a fan favorite here. How'd you end up with the nickname Canadian Red Bull?
I just came in and took a charge and dove on a loose ball, and our radio guy said, you know, this kid comes in, he brings in a lot of energy. He's kind of like a Red Bull. And it just kind of stuck. You know, people have trouble saying my name, so young kids, young fans came up to me and they were saying, Canadian Red Bull, Canadian Red Bull. There's a couple of signs in the student section during games of like my face instead of the Red Bull stamp on a can, so it's really nice. It's something that I enjoy, and I think a lot of people have just caught onto it and ran with it.
Well, a lot of people have said he's kind of our unsung hero, but he's not unsung in our locker room. We fully understand the value that he has to this team. Because he doesn't have a bad day. His energy and enthusiasm for practice each day has been off the charts really since his arrival on campus.
You guys have 9 guys back.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go as far in the tournament as you hoped in the previous years. What's the biggest difference in your mind to this year's team, why you think you can make a deep run?
Because we've been there before, and not only we've been there before twice. My sophomore year, we lost to North Carolina in the 3rd round, and last year we lost to Duke in the 3rd round.
Carolina trailed by a total of 2 points.
Win number 2,000 for Duke is a memorable one.
You know, there's no shame in losing to perennial powerhouses each and every single year, but with this group of seniors especially, it's our last run. We're going to give it everything that we've got. With that mindset, we feel like we could take this thing as far as, you know, maybe Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4 type run.
Every player in your shoes, every collegiate athlete thinks about, man, I want to be part of that one shining moment montage going out as a champion. Is that something that you're practicing on the piano, one shining moment?
Not on the piano, but I'm surely practicing my celebrations, pounding my chest, you know, getting the crowd amped up, because it seems like every single year there's always at least a spot for one of those guys. And you see it every single year, the guys who get to cut the nets at the end of the year. Some guys are crying, some guys are just hugging each other, they're just so happy. It's because of all the hard work and preparation that goes into something like that. If those cameras are on us at the right time for that one shining moment montage, then we'll certainly take it, but winning is our only priority right now.